Hi guys, good to see ya. I want to do a video today on gaslighting and on when I first realized that I was surrounded by those with NPD. I do want to tell you guys, the last video I did was finding out about the 10 centimeter mass in my uterus, and just a little update. I'm bleeding again heavily. It's not pretty, and I'm in a lot of pain. I have an appointment on Monday it's a telehealth appointment, but to go over a bunch of stuff, and then on Wednesday, I have the gynecologist appointment. If things get bad, like really bad, I'll go to the emergency room or to urgent care. But for right now, I'm hanging in there. I have naproxen for my back, so that's not really helping, but I've got a heating pad. Helps a little bit. Also the move, I'm working on it. I'm almost done with the bedroom, getting everything ready, and yeah, it's a stressful time right now. So I want to talk about gaslighting, and when I figured out with the family that NPD was playing a role in the abuse that myself and the siblings endured. So, you already know that I was the scapegoat, truth teller, and helper, right? Those were my roles. Well, with the faux father, especially, he would call me so dramatic. Jaren's so sensitive. She's so dramatic. And this led to the siblings constantly saying the same thing. And it drove me nuts. It triggered me to no end. It made me want to stay away from all of them because it was just them that did it. You know, it wasn't the people that I know that came into my life outside of the family, right? But anytime I was around them, that's what it was. So the too sensitive and overly dramatic, that's gaslighting. Okay. When I heard that was a thing, that's when everything clicked. And honestly, it was the faux father telling on himself, because that man gaslights like crazy all the time. I'll tell you, even stupid things he would gaslight about. Especially me. And I don't know if it's because I'm not his real daughter, you know, the biological daughter. But I think back now and I'm like, yeah, I think that's what it was, because even when I was living with him, from like 12 years old to 15, he'd make me go and buy like my own soda, my own toiletries, my own stuff, you know, even though I found out he was getting help from the state for me. He was still making me purchase it, especially when I started working. Everything was up to me to purchase it. If I wanted new shoes for PE, I had to purchase it. He never did that with his biological kids, ever, that I know of, ever. There was a time as an adult that I was having financial problems, and I had borrowed like $100 from him for groceries for myself and my son. And we went out to see him. I handed him the money back, and then had the visit and went back home. And he called me and he is like, Jaren, I need you to pay me back the money that you borrowed. And I'm like, I did. I handed you the money. No, you didn't. Excuse me. Yes, I did. Or what, are you losing your mind? Yes, I did. No, you didn't. Over and over and over and over. We went back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. And I'm like, there were so many times that I'm like, he's got to be losing it. Like, is this signs of dementia? What is this? No. This was gaslighting. And it makes me sick because I know that he's given money to the siblings and not even bothered to get it back, But anytime I had to borrow, it was give it back, give it back, give it back. Anyway, the last bit of gaslighting. Well, the last bit of gaslighting was the last conversation that I had with him, which I will go over with, and I'll show you guys screenshots. I just have to get them off my other phone, my old phone, where he had found out about the book, and he went crazy. Absolutely went crazy. And was so cruel. So unbelievably cruel. And gaslit the hell out of me. But the last significant, before that bit of gaslighting, I was out there with Graham and my son, and we were visiting the faux father and Bo, his girlfriend. And we were leaving. We had to visit, and then we were leaving, and my low tire pressure light came on the dashboard, and I was like, shoot. We weren't very far. We didn't get very far in that. I noticed that it was on, and I was like, shoot. So I knew that he had an air compressor, so I was like, okay, I'm going to go back and just have him help me, fill up the tires, figure out which ones, So I get there, and I call him, and he comes out, and so does Bo, and I'm like, I've got low tire pressure. I need help. And he is like, it's no big deal. It's just a gauge. You don't have low tire pressure. You'll be fine. No big deal. Whatever, right? And Bo's like, yeah. And Graham's like, yeah, whatever he says, right? And I'm just sitting there going, I was so angry because I'm like, I know my car, oh, the low tire pressure comes on all the time. Sometimes it's faulty, blah, blah, blah. Bull, I'm like, no, I know my car, and if the low tire pressure comes on, I need it to be filled up, like, period. I've been through it before. So he's gaslighting. They're backing him up because they're the flying monkeys, and whatever he says goes. Stupid. And I ended up leaving. I was so ticked, and went to a gas station and asked for assistance because my back was killing me. And somebody came out and helped me. And sure enough, low tire pressure. And Graham goes, I'm really proud of you for going and checking and not just taking, the faux father's word for it and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, 2 minutes ago you weren't proud of me. You just wanted me to take his word, It's that kind of crap. That kind of, I grew up with so much of that. But the whole, you're too sensitive. Jaren's so sensitive. She's so dramatic. That's what helped me figure out what was really going on. And once I heard that, it was the most surreal feeling, because for it to be that specific, it always bothered me that those were the things that they said. But to hear that that was a thing, that that's a thing that they do, those specific words that gaslighters do, that those with NPD do, it hit the nail on the head. It sealed everything for me. Everything. Which I find it funny now to think back and realize that, pardon me, that it was them. They told on themselves. They told on themselves, Gaslighting is so damaging because it makes you doubt your reality. And I grew up with that. And the faux father, I swear, is the king of it, or used to be. I see right through all of it now. But as I'm going through the work of, going back and going over all of it and thinking of more scenarios that he did this, and then watching the siblings do the same thing to me, because that was always rewarded. It was, he'd laugh when they would say the same thing. So if you hear, "You're so sensitive, you're so dramatic all the time," that's gaslighting. Be careful. Be really careful. All right, I might do another one of these this weekend. I'll keep you posted. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday morning. I'm about to go work. And then later today, I've got a bunch more packing to do. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.